Against our better judgment, give it up for Rich Chandler!
All right, how's it going? Yeah, despite what Gerald said on his first set, that people who are dating online are desperate, no, I'm not. I'm not desperate. I would like to have another relationship before erectile dysfunction. Call me fucking selfish. But anyway, so I get on a dating website, and you actually got to pay for some of these things. And it's actually a good thing because it sort of separates the wheat from the chaff. And with hope that the chafe, if you will. You know, so, that's the good stuff. But the first girl I meet, man, she was absolutely gorgeous. And I was like, holy shit, I didn't know there were debutantes this far north. So we go out on a couple of dates, and you know, I introduce her to my friends. All of a sudden she comes up with this thing like friends with benefits. Yeah, I've heard of it. I don't know what that's all about, but I think I can figure it out. But what I found out was she already had like friends with benefits, like at that fucking moment. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, this girl evidently was building an empire of dongs. And I was another stud for the stable. Not bad. But, especially for my first time out of the chute, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, holy crap, this is unbelievable. It's like FWB almost became an FWL, like friend with liabilities, like chlamydia. I could have been a victim of genital terrorism. I am all about like the homeland security. And I don't want a missile crisis. So I always use TSA. Yeah, these are my agents. They are magnums. And they are ribbed for her pleasure. But one thing I noticed like a couple weeks ago, I bought some toilet paper that was actually ribbed. So it made me think, like, whose pleasure is that for? Does that mean like I'm metrosexual or something like that? But so wait a minute. Well, they could be fucking right. Does this say 2012? No. It's all right. They didn't fit anyway. Yeah, you can roll them all the way down to the base of the penis and they always fall off, man. But the reason I asked if I was, maybe metrosexual, no, but let me get back to the farthest north slut. Yeah, the debutante. I almost forgot that part. I want you to know, and I'm sure you're going to feel better about knowing this, that basically, well, she had smoker's breath. Her feet were ugly, and she was from fucking North Pole. Oh, yeah, I know it's bad. But so the reason I asked if I was, holy shit, am I metrosexual? Is this happening? Am I having some sort of midlife thing minus the fucking sports car? Because I don't have the goddamn money. But so last year, for the first time in the spring, I manscaped for the first time. Yes, this is new to me as well, and it showed. In a full-length mirror, because I obviously used the wrong trimmer, and I had to stop like halfway through the job to pull like fucking triage on myself. Wounds, and it's worse than you can possibly imagine. But, so I have all these wounds like just covered up with these dabs of like toilet paper, and I look like some sort of like like a Catholic altar boy with like a new wave hairdo kind of thing. that might have survived like a Rob Zombie porno or something like that. Now, I forgot about it and went and showered at the gym the next day. Yes. So, I could hear, you know, and I was just like, oh, let me just get through this as quickly as possible, you know, so I can just get the fuck out of here, because I can hear the chortling, like fucking already. It builds into this raucous fucking laughter before I leave the shower room, you know, and it's like, so I could hear somebody say like, dude, you should have used a TSA agent. Yeah, thanks for the tip, prick. I started school again this semester. Really good. Loves college. I really enjoy it, especially after being retired from the Army after 28 wonderful fucking years. Yeah, I now have free will and I'm no longer under oath. So I started this semester and you know, sitting down as orientation. It's the first day, and you know, the lab professor says, okay, there's a new policy since last semester, this semester, from now on, if you show up to the lab drunk or high, you'll be dismissed from the lab. And I was like, wait a minute. So you're telling me drunk or high has been acceptable since 1917? Up to this semester. So I'm like, I missed an entire era of inebriation. At this point, I just want to know who fucked it up for everybody else. So anyways, so I'm getting out of class and the cat stops me, you know, like right in front of the door. He's like, hey, do you have a problem with the new policy? No. No, sir, I don't. I don't have a problem with it at all. He's like, what the hell are you doing? I said, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I got 4 more classes today, and none of them are in the lab. I'll see you guys next semester.